What's good, you guys? Welcome to Surface Town. This video, we're going to talk about the top 10 best albums of 2016. Now, just to let you know, this is my personal opinion from music that I've listened to in 2016, and usually it's going to be, albums. These are albums, not mixtapes or anything like that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into it. The number 10 best album of 2016 is Tory Lanez. Now, Tory Lanez came out with his debut album this year called I Told You. Now, I don't know if a lot of people got a chance to listen to this album, but this album was really good. It actually did better than I thought. Hold on a second. It actually did better than I thought it was going to do. Production was great. Tory Lanez's style is a little different, because he can sound totally different on two different songs. You got songs like Say It and Love, and then he might bust out in some hardcore rap. So his style is definitely unique. His album was long overdue. Say It had came out like a year before his debut album. So, but it's definitely an album that I recommend. I picked up on it and I just started listening to it, and it was great. One of my favorite albums of this year. That's why it made it on the list. So Tory Lanez, I told you, if you haven't copped that, go ahead and cop it. That's the number 10. Now let's get into the number 9. The number 9 album of 2016, in my opinion, is that was my weak drum roll.
We've been lovers on a mission. We've been lovers on a mission all the way. But what's left without a mission?
A Seat at the Table. Now, if you don't know who Solange is, that is Beyonce's younger sister. Okay, Solange, she's came out with music. She's been coming out with music for a long time, but her music is definitely different. So I don't think a lot of people got a chance to really hear her sound. And I will tell you that this album sound is different from her other bodies of work, because I think this album is more authentic. It's more. It's a better production. She has better production on this album. She has Lil Wayne on the album, Q-Tip's on the album, some interludes with Master P. This album is very unique. I like the fact that she's different from her sister Beyonce. She's trying her own thing, and quite frankly, this album came out of literally nowhere. So I just gave it a listen. And there's some nice songs on the album. Very chill, very laid back. And she surprised me with this album, so congrats to Solange. This album debuted at number 1, becoming her first number 1 album. Congratulations to Solange. The number 8th album of 2016 is, can I get another drum roll? No? Okay, cool.
Keep it 100, boy, I know that you want it. Another round, won't remember in the morning. Got on your shirt, put in that work until you clock out. Mike Tyson, boy, I got that knockout.
It's Dreezy. Now, Dreezy came out with her debut album entitled No Hard Feelings. Now, if you don't know who Dreezy is, she came out with a song last year called Body, featuring Jeremiah. Yo body, yo my body, baby, I'm about to get your body. Okay, yeah, y'all know the song. So she came out with her first album this year entitled No Hard Feelings. Now, I didn't know what to expect going into this album, because I never really listened to her music. Some people say she sounds like Dej Loaf, but honestly, she is a better artist than Dej Loaf if you actually listen to her album. She got a song with Gucci Mane, T-Pain's on the album, Wale's on the album, so she has a good amount of feature. Of course, the song with Jeremiah's on there. This album is definitely underrated. More people should get on that Dreezy album. But yeah, that was the number 8th album. Now, the number 7th album is crazy, because I would rank this album higher, but I don't know. But the number 7th album is
I'ma be real with you now. I don't know why I called her. When you called me, I was wrong, so that's why I bought you a couple things for your wrist are shining in the dark.
Usher's Hard to Love. Yeah, Usher came out with an album this year, you guys, and it was called Hard to Love. You know that song No Limit that was playing in the club? Yeah, it has an album to it, you know? So a lot of people just thought that he came out with the song No Limit, but he actually came out with the whole album, Hard to Love. This album is actually really good. It's definitely underrated. Congrats to Usher, you know? Hope you go on tour, sir. Yeah. And now the number 6th album of 2016. Guys, do not get mad at me. Do not get mad at me, but this is the number 6th album, in my opinion.
Drive me a deserting. No time to have you lurking. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest.
Rihanna's Anti. Now, yes, Rihanna came out with an album this year entitled Anti. Her lead single called Work, featuring Drake, was one of the biggest songs of the year. I think Needed Me was probably her best song other than Work. But yeah, I charted as this album I put at number 6 because I feel like Rihanna's songs don't stick. You know, it's like they come out and they burn, which is a good thing, but it goes out. It's like her album came out the top of the year. By this time, it's the end of the year, and I'm like, I don't know. But Rihanna's definitely, Anti was one of the best albums of the year, definitely. So that's why I put that on the list. My favorite song off that album will probably be Love on the Brain, I think. Her live version of Love on the Brain is way better than the recording, but Same Old Mistakes, I like that song too. The 5th best-selling album. No, the 5th album of 2016. You might be mad at me again, but you know, this is my opinion. The 5th album of 2016 is
Ever since I left the city, you and me, we just don't get along. You made me feel like I did you wrong. Going places where you don't belong.
Drake's Views. Now, I rank this Drake Views because, you know, ever since Nothing Was the Same, which is my favorite Drake album, I've kind of, you know, every album that came after that or mixtape or whatever, you know, because Drake just comes out with music so much, I don't know why, but every album or body of work that he's come out with since then, I've compared to Nothing Was the Same, which is my favorite album from him. And The Views, it sold a lot. You know, it sold a lot of records, one of the best-selling albums of 2016. Based off of all the albums I listened to this year, it took me a minute to rank it, but number 5, that's Drake. All right, now number 4, you guys are probably really gonna be mad at me, but you know what it is what it is. The number 4th best-selling album, not best-selling, why do I keep saying best-selling? My favorite album, okay, the number 4th of 2016 is
Crazy, hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you.
Beyonce's Lemonade. Now listen, lemonade is one of my favorite drinks, you know, and just for Beyonce to have her album named after one of my favorite beverages, respects to Beyonce. Kudos to her. Because, you know, I don't know anybody else who has a drink like lemonade as an album. But, you know, it has a meaning to it or whatever. But, yeah. Beyonce's album, Lemonade, is her 6th studio album as a solo artist. It has Sorry, Formation, Don't Hurt Yourself, which is my favorite song off of the album. Hold Up. You know, the whole... As well, this is her 2nd visual album. It was very hard ranking this album, but you know, Beyonce, she's kind of in the same boat as Rihanna to me. It's like her songs burn, and then it's like, you know, this album came out right around the time of the passing of Prince. You know, if you guys did not know, it literally happened like back to back. Like Prince passed away, his music went crazy on iTunes, and then Beyonce dropped Lemonade. So it was just like, you know, but what are the odds of that happening? But anyways, congratulations to Beyonce for you know, creating another one of her best albums. Number 3 is
Yeah, my intuition is telling me there'll be better days. I sit in silence and find whenever I meditate, my fears alleviate, my tears evaporate, my faith don't deviate, ideas don't have a date.
J. Cole's For Your Eyes Only. Now, I just previously did a album review, kind of like a listening party, I guess you could call it, of this album. This album came out of nowhere, kind of, sort of, like Solange's album did. But, you know, J. Cole, he's known for doing that. J. Cole usually doesn't promote like that. Things just kind of happen. His last album was 2014's Forest Hill Drive, which is currently my favorite J. Cole album. This album is definitely one of the best albums. Even though it just came out, I put it at number 3 because it's just an instant classic. You know, it's already one of those albums that is timeless. 5 years, 10 years from now, you could just listen to this album and it's just timeless. So kudos to him. I think Deja Vu might be one of my favorite songs. I know I like Folding Clothes and Change. He has some nice songs on there. So if you haven't copped J. Cole's new album, definitely go out and do that. The number 2 best album of 2016 is, drum roll,
I know my baby gon' love me down, gon' love me down, gon' love me down, yeah. My baby gon' love me down, don't make a sound, just love me down like
Britney Spears' Glory. Now, listen, my personal opinion. Now, I don't listen to Britney Spears' music, but, you know, doing this YouTube show, I kind of have to be aware of all the music that's coming out. And, you know, I am aware of Britney Spears. I am aware of her music, but I never really listened to one of her albums before. So this was the first Britney Spears album I actually listened to. She had Slumber Party with my girl Tinashe. That wasn't initially on the album, but, you know, they did a re-release and all that extra stuff. Video is dope too. She has a song called Better. Make Me was the lead single. She has Private Show. She has Love Me Down, which is another one of my favorite songs. The album just proves that Britney Spears really can, you know, evolve with the times, even though she's not selling as many records as she used to. Her body of work still shows that she can compete with the Selena Gomez's, the Demi Lovato's, and the Katy Perry's of today. One of the best, almost the best album of 2016. Now, it's time for the number 1 album of the year. Now, listen, this is my opinion, but the number 1, the best album of 2016 is...
yeah, you really tried, but I was blind to all the lies you told me.
Ariana Grande. Now, she came out with her 3rd studio album entitled Dangerous Woman. Now, Ariana Grande has to be my favorite artist, just about my favorite artist out now from the new generation. Her vocals are unmatched. No other pop star can sing like Ariana Grande. Don't worry, I'll wait, name somebody. Okay, then that's what I thought. On top of that, you know, she can create these nice pop songs. The album was full of hits. Leave Me Lonely with Macy Gray. I couldn't think for a second. Side to Side. We have Dangerous Woman, of course. Greedy, one of my favorite songs. Jason's Song, one of my favorite songs. You know, she just has a lot of songs on this album that was really good and that you could just listen to over and over and over and over and over again. You know, one thing I want from Ariana is for her to embrace her soulfulness. You know, why hasn't she been on the BET Awards? Why isn't she nominated for any BET Awards? Why isn't she, you know, charted on the R&B charts? You know, because she's definitely a soulful singer. And even Mariah Carey, when she was back in her prime, she was on the black stations and the, you know what I mean. But I just think she should really tap into that because, you know, like I said before, the pop mainstream is so microwavable that, you know, they'll forget about you in a second. So, but urban stations are just a little bit more loyal to you, I guess. So, but that's it. You know, congratulations to Ariana Grande, Dangerous Woman, for being the best album of 2016. Thank you all for watching Surface Town. You guys comment. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of disagreements with my list, but I mean, hey, that's what the comments are for. Thumbs up this video, share Surface Town on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Surface Town is now on Tumblr. Yeah, so you guys check that out. Show me how to use that because I'm new to Tumblr. But anyways, I know I'm super late, right? But thank you all. Let me know what was your best album of 2016. Check out our other videos, and I am Rick Clayton, and we will see you later.